howdy, hey y'all, Leanna here. Today is another collab video with the amazing sisfantastic Laurie Latimer. We are doing another monochromatic look. And for the month of October, we're doing pink. And I did not realize when I chose pink that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The palette that I'm using is the Sweetheart palette. This palette does not have a mirror in it, which I like, and look at all of the beautiful pinks. I have on a colorful shirt. I wanted to do all of this colorful fun stuff because as I'm putting on my makeup, we're going to have somewhat of a heavy conversations. I'll try to lighten it up a little bit. I already have on my base, my bronzer. I have primed my eyes and set them. And I'm going to use my famous saying that Laurie Latimer so lovingly remembered. Alex, can I get a brown? The hell am I going to do with all of these pinks? I'm going to start off going here into Be Mine to use that as my transition shade. So let's talk about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'm just going to straight up tell you that I am terrible about getting a mammogram. I do not like to get mammograms. I am one of those weird people, or maybe I'm not so weird, that does not like to do all of those preventative things that the doctors tell you you need to do, you know. Like I will soon be 58 and my doctor keeps screaming at me that I need to get a colonoscopy, and I keep telling her, no, nope, don't feel I need to be doing that. If there's a problem, then we'll deal with it then. So I'm not one of those people that get all of that stuff done. I feel like, you know, sometimes all of the preventative things can cause issues. And I don't like all of that radiation and test and all of that stuff. I don't like to do that. However, I am not advocating that you do not go get testing done. If you feel that you need to have those things done on a yearly basis, then you need to go do those. And obviously, if you're having some kind of a problem, you need to go get that checked out. I am very big on self-examination. I do my self-examination on a monthly basis to make sure that if anything is developing that I can feel it. It's a really pretty soft baby pink. My mother had several occurrences of having lumps in her breast, but they turned out to be just little cysts, and she would go have them removed, and of course they would test them, and she never had any problem with them. They were just little benign cysts. However, my mother did pass away from cancer, but she was a very heavy smoker, and that was the type of cancer that she ended up getting. And now I'm going to go here into flowers just to deepen that up. My cousin Sandy and I grew up together, spent a lot of time together. She would come over to my grandmother's, and we were extremely close. Like she was like the sister I never had, because growing up I was an only child. Unbeknownst to me, I had other siblings. I just didn't know about them. That's another story for another day. Very interesting story. If y'all are interested in hearing the sibling story, let me know down in the comments if you want me to do a get ready with me and tell you all about my sibling story. Anyway, Sandy and I were extremely close. I have never known, nor do I feel like I ever will know anyone like Sandy. She was an amazing, amazing human being. And Sandy, maybe this was the wrong subject for me to talk about. Sandy loved me unconditionally. I believe in my heart of hearts that she is and was the only person ever in my life that loved me unconditionally. Unconditionally. She was amazing. And now I'm going to go here into All Mine, and I'm going to put that in my outer corner and deepen up my crease. If you watched my birthday video to Christopher where I created a look based off of the colors of his favorite fishing lure. If you haven't seen that, I'll link that up here in the iCard. But I said in that video that I had Christopher when I was 17. And, you know, I was severely judged for being 17. You can imagine I'm 50, almost 58, so I was, 40 years ago, people heavily looked down upon that. 17, not married, and pregnant was, signs of the devil right there, boy. And I was devastated because my grandmother was getting so much flack from the people that she went to church with about, the little hellion that was unmarried and pregnant, and I felt terribly guilty because I worshipped the ground that my grandmother walked on. And I'll never forget, Sandy was living in West Virginia. She had recently gotten married and moved to West Virginia. And I'll never forget that she sent me a letter and told me that there was nothing for me to be ashamed of. There was no reason for me to be ashamed for bringing a beautiful baby into the world. And it just made a huge difference about how I went through the rest of my pregnancy. So all of that to tell you how amazing Sandy was. She was just an amazing human being. And Sandy passed away when she was 28. I'm going to get a little smaller brush, see if I can't darken that up a little bit. Sandy found out that she had breast cancer. She had surgery, and I don't remember, because that's been a very long time ago. I was 26 when Sandy passed away. So I don't remember whether she had her breast removed or just had a lumpectomy, but I know she had surgery, and she went through all of the chemo and the radiation and all of that stuff. She was doing good, and then she found out that she was pregnant with her fourth child. She had 4 beautiful boys. When she found out that she was pregnant with her fourth child, she also found out that the cancer had come back, and of course, she was not going to do anything to jeopardize her child, so all during her pregnancy, she just waited until after Sean was born before she started any treatments again. And I'm going to take a little shader brush and put some of that under my lash. She started the treatments again, and the cancer had metastasized to different parts of her body, and she had I believe it's called an A-line, the catheter, where they were giving her medicine. I'm going to go here into Cupid and put that in my center lid. I'm going to use this flat brush, and I'm going to spray it. So they didn't keep that catheter clean, and Sandy developed a infection, and she kept going to the doctor and telling them something was wrong, and they told her that she had bronchitis, and they gave her medicine for bronchitis, and they sent her home, and obviously things got worse and worse and worse until Sandy passed away from a infection in her body. She did not pass away from the cancer, Would she have? Nobody knows. Sandy handled her cancer diagnosis and all of her treatments and everything, the very positive attitude. And I'm not telling you this for you to be sad. I do not want you to be sad about this. This is a heavy, heavy conversation. But this is not a conversation to make you sad. Please do not go down in my comments and tell me you're sorry. Do not do that. Because Sandy, I view death differently than how other people view death. I believe that Sandy lived the life that she was supposed to live, and I believe we all leave this earth kind of when we're supposed to. Maybe not necessarily how we're supposed to. But Sandy handled her cancer very well. She would call me and laugh because, going through all of her treatments and everything, she lost all of her hair and she got a wig. And the wig, was this big, boofy, curly, beautiful wig. And she would call me and laugh about how when she got up in the morning to put the boys on the school bus and she would go out, to the bus stop or wherever, and there she was, with this beautiful hair, and people just looked at her like, how do you look like that at 7 o'clock in the morning? She thought that was hilarious. So now I'm going to go into Be True, which is this pink here, and put that in my inner corner. And I'm going to spray that as well. Sandy was a very devout Christian, and she believed God and Jesus would take care of her and that whatever was meant to be would happen. She did not sit around and worry about dying. So she handled all of that extremely well. Oh, that's bright, y'all. So why am I bringing all of this up? Well, because along with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I think that you should be aware that you have to be an advocate for your own health. And, the doctors are not always right. I'm not saying not to take the doctor's advice or, I'm going back into all mine and see if I can. I want this corner to be really deep, but it's hard to get deep with pink. So if you have health issues, be an advocate for your own health. If the doctor tells you that, there's this or that, and, listen to what your body is telling you. And if you are not quite sure that they're telling you things correctly, then do your own research or go see another doctor. Sandy kept telling them, this is not bronchitis, y'all. There's something seriously wrong. All I'm saying is be an advocate for your own health. Do not rely fully on somebody else unless you absolutely have 100% faith and trust in that person. Just be an advocate for your own health. If you feel that there's something wrong and the doctor tells you that it's not, or you feel the doctor is telling you that you should do something and you disagree with them, you don't have to listen to what they say. You can do your research and choose other avenues, find other ways to help yourself. That's all I'm saying. Am I making any sense? Are y'all understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth? What am I doing now? I feel like I need to do some blendy blend. Let's blendy blend. That's not too bad. What y'all think? How's it looking? Let's see if we can find a pink blush. So I put on a black eyeliner and some mascara. I do have a pink eyeliner that I'm going to use on my waterline. But first, I'm going to go into this Melt Cosmetics palette. Because you see this pink. Ooh, wee, that's pink. But I'm not really a pink girl. And I looked for a pink lipstick, and y'all, I don't own a pink lipstick because pink is just not the color I think of when I think about what I'm putting on my lips. I kind of like that. Of course, I have so much blush in my brush that whatever color I just created can probably never be recreated again. Not too bad, I kind of like that. Alright, and then I have this ColourPop cream gel liner, and it is in the color Boots. It is a nice dark pink, so I'm going to try that in my lower waterline. And then I did find some pink lip liners. This one, which is by BeBella, and it is called Very Sexy. Let's try this one, see what it looks like. So there we go. I kind of like that too. I'm surprised because I didn't figure I would like a pink lip, but it actually doesn't look too bad on me. So this is my monochromatic pink look for my collab with sisfantastic Laurie Latimer, and in observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Also, I have to dedicate this video to my cousin Sandy because, as I said, she was an amazing human being, and she's been gone a very long time, and I miss her dearly. Her son Sean was 6 months old when she passed away, and her oldest son Eric was 8. So like I was telling you, go get your mammograms done and your test if that's a thing that you like to do. If nothing else, make sure you're doing your own self-exams and be an advocate for your own health. Be an advocate. Thank you so much for hanging out with me to watch me do this monochromatic pink eye look. Make sure you go check out Laurie Latimer's video. I will have it listed down below. Thank you, Laurie, for doing another monochromatic look with me. Before y'all go check out Laurie, make sure you show that like button some love. And as always, I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are, and we are all beautiful at any age and any size. Find something to be grateful for today because life is too short. Pull your makeup out and play with it, even if it's all pink. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye. Christopher, how do you like my space buns? Your hair is long enough to do your own space buns. Instead of doing the man bun, you could do man space buns. Not only with your hair, but your beard is long enough that you could do little space buns on your cheeks too. Mama would like for you to do that and send her a picture, okay? I promise I won't share it. Alright? Mama loves you, boo.